In the year 2047, humanity stood at the edge of a new age. After decades of failures, robotic probes, and short-lived orbiters, the first manned Mars mission, Ares 1, finally launched. It was the culmination of billions of dollars, international cooperation, and relentless human ingenuity. The crew consisted of 6 astronauts, handpicked from the best the world had to offer. They were not just scientists or soldiers. They were humanity's torchbearers. Their mission was simple: land, survive, and build the first permanent human settlement on the Red Planet. What they found, however, was a nightmare buried beneath centuries of Martian dust. Chapter 1: Arrival. The descent module shook violently as it pierced Mars' thin atmosphere. Outside, the sky burned orange, a haze of rust-colored clouds whipping past a small, cramped cabin. Commander Elena Kovalev, Russian-American pilot with nerves of titanium, gripped the controls with white-knuckled precision. All systems green. Came the voice of Dr. Raj Patel, lead geologist, from behind. Descent trajectory nominal. The lander's legs deployed with a thunderous metallic clang, and with a final jolt, they touched down on Utopia Planitia. They had made it. The first humans on Mars. The crew spilled out one by one, spacesuited figures stepping onto alien soil. Red dust rose in slow, lazy plumes. Silence ruled. No wind. No birds. Just the hum of equipment and the heavy breathing inside helmets. Humanity has landed, Elena whispered, voice cracking. They erected the flag, sent the transmission. The world cheered. Billions watched. But beneath their boots, under layers of regolith, something ancient stirred. Within the first week, the crew established a habitat module, deployed solar farms, and began drilling for ice. Dr. Patel was ecstatic. The ice cores revealed unexpected patterns, veins of black material intertwined with Martian soil, like fossilized roots. "It's not rock," he said, analyzing samples in the lab. "It's organic, carbon-rich, could be ancient microbial life." He proposed expanding drilling near a jagged outcrop known as Site Theta 9, where instruments detected underground voids. Elena was hesitant. Any cavity large enough to register that deep could collapse the drills. "We don't take chances here." But Patel insisted, and with pressure from Earth Command for scientific breakthroughs, the drilling began. By day 19, the drills hit something. It wasn't soil. It wasn't rock. It bled. The cavity cracked open on the 20th night. They expected a cave, maybe a lava tube. They found a tunnel. A carved tunnel. Perfectly symmetrical. Lined with symbols etched into black stone, glowing faintly blue. Inside the suit cameras, a shadow moved. Quick, fluid, wrong. "Did you see that?" whispered Lieutenant Grace Monroe, their security officer and ex-Marine. They entered cautiously, cameras rolling. The tunnel descended in a spiral, going deeper and deeper beneath the crust. At 80 meters, they found it, a massive chamber. In its center, pedestal, with an obsidian-like egg, pulsing like a heartbeat. Patel reached for it. "No," Grace shouted, but she was too late. His gloved hand brushed the surface. The egg cracked. The screams began. It launched at his face, bursting through the visor. Bone snapped. Blood sprayed. Patel was gone in seconds. Grace fired her sidearm. The creature dodged. Then dozens more poured from the shadows. They fled. They sealed the tunnel entrance with explosives, hoping to trap whatever they disturbed. It didn't work. That night, the habitat module shook. Something was outside. They watched through cameras as black, arachnid-like creatures circled the habitat, slender bodies, claws like obsidian razors, eyeless faces with rows of jagged teeth. "We woke them," Elena said grimly. The next hours were chaos. The power grid failed. Communications with Earth were jammed. The atmosphere processors malfunctioned. One by one, systems died. The crew fought with what they had: plasma torches, mining lasers, flare guns. They weren't soldiers, but they were human. And humans are most dangerous when cornered. Grace took command. "These things are biological. They bleed. That means they can die." She organized the survivors: Elena, engineer Hideo Tanaka, biologist Dr. Maria Ortiz, and technician David Lee. They built barricades from cargo containers, converted tools into weapons. Ortiz analyzed a dead creature. Cold-blooded, sensitive to UV, weak spots at the neck joints. Tanaka modified solar panels into UV floodlights. They booby-trapped tunnels, set thermal mines using power cells. The next attack came at sunset. This time, humanity was ready. UV lights flared like miniature suns. Creatures screeched, blinded, seared. The crew fought like demons. Grace led from the front, dual-wielding torches like ancient blades. For every human wound, 3 creatures fell. But they just kept coming. Food rations ran low. Oxygen was dwindling. Help was weeks away. If Earth even received the last emergency ping. David hacked the atmospheric generator to pump extra CO2 into the tunnels. "We make them breathe poison," he grinned. Ortiz discovered something worse. The creatures were nesting, breeding. Eggs the size of basketballs lined the lower caverns. "We're not facing a pack," she said. "We're facing a hive." They had 2 options, wait and die, or go down there and end it. Elena nodded. "We finished this." They loaded every explosive, every power cell, every unstable isotope. With makeshift flamethrowers and light cannons, they descended back into the tunnels. This time it was war. The creatures swarmed, hundreds of them, shrieking in unholy chorus. But the humans fought like titans. Hideo died sealing a breach with plasma grenades. Ortiz took down a queenling by shoving a torch into its maw. At the heart of the hive, they found the mother, towering, bloated, intelligent. She spoke, not in words, but images, searing their minds with hatred, with ancient fury. "You do not belong," the message screamed. Neither did she. Elena planted the core of their fusion backup beneath the mother's bloated belly. "We die," she whispered, "but you go first." They ran. The explosion tore the hive apart. Fire lit the Martian night. Only 2 survived, Grace and David. Battered, scarred, changed forever. When Earth re-established communication, the Ares 2 mission found them half dead, guarding the shattered habitat with makeshift spears. They were hailed as heroes. But Grace never called it victory. "There's more under Mars," she said. "That was 1 hive. 1 queen. We didn't win. We survived." She looked out over the red plains, now stained black where the explosion scorched the land. "We aren't alone, and they know we're here." She smiled bitterly. "Let them come." Humanity just made first contact, and it bled. If you loved this brutal battle for survival on Mars, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another story where humans fight back and win. Drop a comment below. What would you do if you were trapped on Mars with a hive of alien nightmares beneath your feet? This is just the beginning. Welcome to HFY Warfare, where humanity doesn't run, we rise. Stay sharp. Stay human. See you in the next war.